And some change separates some. They go play action here on first. It's Brandon Coleman. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. The motion man here, Fleener. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
Now Anderson, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But Nick Fairley's on his game. He is your prototypical defensive tackle to make disruptive plays. Great hands, really good quickness.
Green with a catch left side. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. Going for the deep ball. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 2nd-rounder, Von Bell. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Chris Harris Jr. is not a name that rolls off the tongue quickly, but it should. He's one of the best cover corners in the league.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And there's a nice completion to Kobe Fleener, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
They had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Fleener. Breeze now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Now Mike Nugent for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. And I don't want to say that this offense starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas, but sometimes it starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas.
There's no reason you can't say it if it's the truth. He is the alpha and the omega of the receiving corps.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They come out here in the eye.
Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, Anderson. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Now it's Lynch. And down he goes.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Fielded just inside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They find some open field here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
4 yards remaining now on second down. They come out here in the eye. A run here with Pierce. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. This is Alex Collins, the Seahawks' 5th-round pick. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's and the Broncos get there and take him down. DeMarcus Ware in there for a milestone sack as it moves in past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking for his tight end Fleener, and it's intercepted. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for 2. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Breeze going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football, hitting the quarterback, and forcing him into an incompletion.
They come out here in the eye.
Easy.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Now Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 4th down. Now the 8-year man out of SMU, Thomas Morstead, on to kick it away. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. Good play there to step in and knock that one away by Chris Harris.
Who said that he couldn't play in the NFL?
Not me.
Not you. A lot of scouts did. A lot of people undrafted, and has turned himself into a Pro Bowl cornerback, one that really knows how to play the position.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Here we go.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Lynch. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. In the backfield is Anderson. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside. No,
not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Lynch. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Lynch to throw. Emmanuel, and it's 4th and 3. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It's fielded at the 45. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Play clock winding down. They go back to the air here after the INT. He gets it to Thomas. Give him 18 on that one. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Ingram again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. First and 10, here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Let's go!
Oh, it's the Wildcat. This is Ingram. And a gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Now this time, Breeze will throw. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kobe Fleener, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Kamari Russell. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out here in the I. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
After the interception, here's Lynch. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second and 10. It's Lynch again. Looking for 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the 2nd-rounder, Von Bell. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And a great spot to start this drive from here. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54
Breeze hands to Ingram. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready. Hey. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Green alone out to the right. On second down, here's Lynch. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the rookie Joshua Perry. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
The play clock's running down. Oh, and a delay of game there. They could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
from midfield. Here's Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run again with Presley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike." 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now Breeze. Rolling to his left. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And when he started rolling left there as a right-handed quarterback, I thought, boy, this third down play is going nowhere, but credit to him, able to pick up the first.
And all you righties who are watching the game at home, get out of your chair, get off the couch, move to your left, and then rifle one. He may leave a hole in the wall, as you'll have to explain later, but you'll see how difficult that throw actually was.
Time running out here on the play clock. And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line. So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing now is Breeze. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And Cooks has it over the middle. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Nugent on now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
He dumps it down to Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands, That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Caught right side, it's Snead. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Sanders. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They come up in an offset eye. They start the drive with Anderson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Here's Lynch. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Back now here live in New Orleans. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to sneak with Lynch. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. In the backfield is Anderson. This time Lynch will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that plays a statistic. that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And now Lynch. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the offense will take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Second and 5. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Ten yards still left on second down. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there. And it's third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this offensive unit, they have to face a third down and 12 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Breeze now on first down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Throwing now is Breeze. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that brings up 4th down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Nugent puts it through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches to...